Vikings training camp battles linebacker style. Welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. We're talking linebackers, training camp battles, linebackers, and training camp so damn close I can smell it.
Smells nice. Yes, inside, outside, we're talking about them both. Before we do, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like, and comment, and become a YouTube member. You'll feel so damn good.
Yeah, let's get 10,000 subs. We're going to be talking Vikings so damn much over the coming months. You're going to be bleeding purple out of your crapper.
Already am.
All right, so last year Vikings kept nine linebackers inside and outside. Did a little digging. So Brian Flores last year with the Steelers kept 8. So I'm like, all right, 8, it's one less. I went back to when he was actually head coach of the Dolphins. He would only keep 7.
Wow.
I'm banking on that number being more on par than a 9. So buckle up. This isn't the days of old, and this is our depth chart right now.
Yeah, and I think you look at the top. Let's just start with the big question mark as camp approaches here. Dylan Hunter, will this holdout actually go into camp? I tend to think that it will. I don't think he's just going to all of a sudden come whimpering in with his tail between his legs. I think this thing might drag into at least a few days of camp.
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. I would love for him to show up just happier than hell and ready to play some damn football. But that'll probably not happen. I can't see it lasting too long, though. I think he gets fined like $50,000 a day.
Yeah, well, I think those things just end up getting washed out in the new contract negotiation. But the other question mark opposite him is Marcus Davenport, a guy, a lot of upside, but still a guy who can just never seem to really stay on the field.
Yeah, so, but those are our 4 starters. I don't see much of a battle with any of these guys. I mean, these are going to be our starters. The only question mark would be a Jordan Hicks. Could he be some surprise cut? Could somebody actually overtake his spot? But that's the only question mark.
Yeah, I think really, these will be your 4 who go out there week 1. So I don't expect any surprises here unless, some freak injury or something.
Well, let's start talking battles because This is where it starts. DJ Wanham, last year of his contract. Troy Dye, a special teams guy that I think will be definitely battling. Both these guys battling for a roster spot. Troy Reeder, the special team guy that's familiar with Mr. Kevin O'Connell, is kind of a wild card, and Patrick Jones.
Yeah, let's start inside here because I think that's even more of an intriguing battle with Troy Dye, Troy Reeder, Ivan Pace Jr., William Quinku, and I think those are the ones you really got to look at battling for those inside spots. William Quinku was a guy that kept last year. They seem to be high on him. They actually signaled him out when talking about players, so he's someone who, a lot of us aren't really talking about, but someone to watch as far as someone who can make this roster.
Yeah, I think Dye, I at this point, I think I'd be kind of surprised if he does make the team, especially with the fact with Brian Flores keeping so little of linebackers.
Yep.
Troy Dye, I think, could definitely be expendable. Troy Reeder he's the wild card for me because, he's going to be used primarily on special teams. Are they going to keep someone else on special teams, a cornerback, somebody like that, to really be their special teams dog? But I think he's where it all starts for me.
Yeah, there's a reason they brought him in. He's a veteran, and he definitely has some role, especially on special teams. So he's a question mark. Let's go outside, though. DJ Wanham, a guy who's kind of been a popular amongst our viewers as far as a popular surprise cut candidate. And I really think the only reason would be is if you're not going to re-sign him, and instead of, just having a guy who's going to be gone after the year, you bring up a Louis Javelaine or even someone like Andre Carter. So I think DJ Wanham's a big question mark, too.
Yeah, and at this point, maybe I just talked about it so much, I wouldn't be surprised if he's cut. He's not a surprise cut for me anymore. He'd just be cut.
Yeah, and again, I don't think it's so much of, what type of players he is. I think it's just the future of the situation. If you want to go young, make sure you're going to have somebody here who's going to be here for the foreseeable future.
Other outside, Patrick Jones, something crazy happened. I can't see. He would be a surprise cut for me.
He will be. I think he's going to have a huge year. He's just progressing nicely. You like what you see out of Pat Jones every time he lines up on the field, and I think he's going to see some more reps under Brian Flores. Another guy I think is kind of similar as far as the Quenku is Luigi Valaine, undrafted rookie last year who made the team. I'm curious what the new coaching staff defensively has in store for him.
Yeah, him and Andre Carter. As far as those are the guys breathing down DJ Wanham's neck, and again, I keep looking at this thinking that they could potentially keep 7, which is like be clearing some serious house.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if he only kept 7. I think
Well,
maybe
Brian
maybe it'll
Flores
be 8.
did it every year he was head coach, so I wouldn't be shocked at all.
Yeah, but he's not the one making the ultimate decision. So if the if Ken O'Connell wants to keep 8, he'll keep 8. So um, let's look at the back end of that roster. I mean, really, let's look at the depth chart here. Put those names back up, and I think you get the Benton Whitley, the Beauplan, the Hubers, Weavers. I mean, those guys are just for practice squad, in my opinion, and really no shot to actually make the team.
No, practice squad, absolutely. Or the final 8, I think Luigi Blaine definitely has a chance. Ivan Pace, again. I mean, Troy Reader would have to not make the team for Ivan Pace to make it, because Pace would be looked at as a special teams guy and potential depth. You're not going to have 2 of those guys. So those 2 are a big battle there. And then the DJ Wanham against Luigi Blaine and Andre Carter.
Yeah, that's where the battles are, and it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do, because this could definitely be a group where they go younger with, and just like our cornerbacks going to be young, our linebackers could be young if they decide to keep these young guys over these veterans.
If I could pick, if I'm picking these guys, obviously the first 4, and then I'm keeping Patrick Jones, I'm keeping Ivan Pace Jr. and Andre Carter. Those are my 7. I'm going younger than shit. Did it probably backfire? I'll be fired by week 3.
I'd have to agree with you for the most part there. I think I'd do the same thing.
And maybe even Luigi Blaine if they keep 8. Why not?
Yeah, why not? I think you have better outside linebacker players than inside ones on this team.
All right, that is the linebackers. Again, one of the more interesting ones to watch. Some familiar names could be on that damn waiver wire.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like you said, that's very just what Flores has done in the past. How much say will he have in it? There could be some shocking cuts here.
I got to be honest. I hope he has all to say. Why wouldn't he? After last year's defense, they're bringing him in. Let him do his job.
Yeah, I mean, he'll definitely have a say in it, but not going to have total control. That's for sure.
Might.
All right, well, that's it. Let us know what you guys think in the comments about the outside linebackers, the inside linebackers, who's in, who's out. And remember this. Tigers have been known to seek revenge on those who have wronged them. Never.